You've probably heard about the 5 love languages in the context of relationships, but have you ever thought about applying it to yourself? Today, we're going to talk about each love language and how you can use this powerful tool to cultivate self love. I'll share some examples of each, and you can get some ideas on how you can start cultivating a self love relationship or enhance your current relationship. Welcome back to the Your Next Level podcast. I am so happy for you to be here. We're diving into the topic that is so close to my heart. Often we focus on giving love to others and we forget about the most important person, which is ultimately ourselves, and we deserve it. So today we are going to use these love languages and turn it into self-love languages. Are you excited? Because I am. So let's get into this week's podcast episode. So the 5 love languages, the first one is words of affirmation. Then we have acts of service, we have receiving gifts, and then quality time, and the last one is physical touch. So the first one we're going to touch on is words of affirmations, okay, which is like speaking love into ourselves. We often seek validation from other people. We wait for other people to say how smart we are or how beautiful we look. What if we gave the words of affirmation to ourselves? Words are powerful, and speaking kind, uplifting affirmations can truly shift your mindset. So for example, you can start your day with self-love affirmations like I am enough, I am capable, or I am worthy of all the good things that life has to offer me. Say these words out loud to yourself. You can say it in front of the mirror, you can say it in your mind, or you could even journal affirmations in the morning, reinforcing the strengths and the things you love about yourself. What are the 3 qualities, your 3 most favorite qualities about yourself? You could even record some affirmations or some of these qualities and then just like listen to it every single morning. Why are we not making this normal? Why are we not like often enough every single day saying and identifying the amazing qualities about ourselves? Maybe you are the one that's so funny. Maybe you're so smart. I mean, like thanking yourself for doing that thing that you did, thanking yourself for achieving the things that despite the odds you made it. Other things that you can do is like writing a self-love letter. What are the things that you would want to thank your past self for, and what are the things that you want to thank like your future self for? And this is really a practice of gratitude. Affirmations remind you of your inner worth, and this can be a daily practice to elevate your self-esteem. The second one is acts of service, serving your own needs. Okay, acts of service aren't just about doing things for others. They can be acts of care that you do for yourself too. When you prioritize yourself by handling things that needs to be done, you really demonstrating self-love. And you can think about like your day-to-day needs. It might be organizing your space, preparing a delicious meal for yourself, scheduling the doctor's appointment that you've been putting off. By taking care of these tasks, you're showing yourself respect and love by ensuring that you are seeing to your well-being because it's a priority. Okay, maybe it is going to that yoga class or doing something like I'm doing 75 hard. It is an act of service because I know that discipline is very important to me. So I'm going to do the things that I said I'm going to do. And 75 hard is going to help me with that. Acts of service to yourself can be simple, but have a massive impact on your peace of mind and your emotional wellness. Number 3 is receiving gifts. Treating yourself. Receiving gifts is often seen as materialistic, but the true meaning of this love language is thoughtfulness. Treating yourself doesn't have to break the bank, and it's more about the gesture. Okay, so you can buy yourself a small gift to celebrate an accomplishment. So for example, like I told myself, when I'm done recording this podcast episode, I'm going to go to my favorite coffee shop that makes like my favorite hot chocolate, and that's going to be my gift for myself. And that's how I'm going to celebrate myself. This morning, I achieved something. So the thing that I did to celebrate is I took myself to the beach. That was the gift that I was giving myself. So it really can be anything. I also love to buy a cupcake, put a birthday candle on it, share a moment of gratitude with myself, and then blow out the birthday candle, the birthday candle, or rather blow out the candle, because that is my act of service. And at the same time, it's a gift, and it is, which leads me into my next number 4 love language is quality time prioritizing you time, which is so important because in our busy lives, we often don't spend quality time with ourselves. We focus on others or work, leaving little time for the things that really recharge us. We fill our calendars with everything except with time for us. By dedicating time to yourself, it is just essential for self-love, and it will help you create a deeper relationship with yourself. Some of us might be in relationships for a very long time, or even if you have like people pleasing tendencies, when you go out, it's like where to eat, you're always interested in what the other person's opinion is first. And I know, like me, if I'm meeting someone, I'm like, oh, let's meet closer to your house. But when you spend quality time with yourself, you don't have to worry about anyone else. That is the most joyful, beautiful thing about this. You don't have to worry about what other people are going to think about what you choose, what you spend money on. It's all about you. You can go to the movies by yourself. So quality time for me is really like that self-love and the solo dating. So every single Wednesday, I take myself out during lunchtime to a sushi restaurant. It's such a big restaurant, and it makes me feel like I am the only one in the restaurant because it's quiet on a Wednesday during lunchtime. It's like in a very odd time, but it works perfectly for me. And I sit there, I have my sushi. Sometimes I'll finish up some work. Most of the time, I'm putting together my vision board, I'm looking at my goals, and I'm just spending that time reminding myself of like how far we've come and what is to come next. The other time, I think it was last week, Tuesday, I went for a walk and I wasn't on my phone, I wasn't listening to a podcast. I was just visualizing my life and I was just noticing the little things. And this practice had made me such a happier person, because when you spend time like with yourself, you are filling up your own cup. So when you need to spend time with other people, or when you need to serve other people, it is okay because you are full. So you'll probably end up doing it with gratitude. So I would encourage you to schedule you time in your calendar just as you would with any other appointment. And this could be taking yourself on a solo date. It could even be binge watching a show that you love, or spending an afternoon doing a hobby that brings you joy. The key is to be present with yourself and avoid distractions. Quality time really helps you to reconnect with who you are and reminds you of the things that bring you joy. Number 5 is physical touch. So this is nourishing your body. Okay, physical touch isn't just about intimacy with others. It can be about how you nurture your own body. Okay, self-care routines that involve physical touch can provide comfort and healing, and even giving yourself a hug. And I don't mean like a quick hug. I mean like a hug and taking a deep breath and thinking about the 3 things that you are grateful for. I mean, that's combining 2 of these self-love languages, and it really is a very nice practice. I did it to myself the other day. I needed a hug and there was no one to give me a hug, and I thought I'm just gonna give it to myself. So some of the things you could do is like indulging in some self-care rituals. Maybe it's taking a warm bath, giving yourself like your own facial, practicing like skincare routines, doing a hand massage. You could also engage in activities like yoga or stretching, where you reconnect with your body and how it feels. Even dancing. Okay, that is really something on my list for October, to incorporate more dance. Physical touch reminds you to listen to your body and take care of it lovingly. So let's bring it all together, and I'm going to share with you how you can create a simple self-love routine. You don't just have to use one love language. You can incorporate all 5 into your self-love practice. So an idea of how you can create a weekly self-love routine, or a daily rather. So you can start in the morning with words of affirmation, reminding yourself of your worth. Then you can set some time aside to do an activity that would be acts of service for yourself. Maybe it could be going to a class, or it could be doing a hobby, something that you've been putting off. And then treating yourself to a small gift, okay, whether it's like a favorite hot chocolate like mine, or a new like product. I mean, I even purchased myself this ring. If you are watching on the video, you can see this ring. It is it has a blue heart in it. And I went to the store and I saw this ring and I loved it, and I was like, I need it. Like, I'm not going to wait for anyone to buy me a ring. I'm going to purchase it for myself. And it made me feel so good. And every time I look at it, I just remember that day that I made that decision to purchase a ring at Pandora. And it felt very luxurious to me. And I will forever remember that moment that I did that for myself. And then following on from your routine, in the evening, you can, or the weekend, you could dedicate it to doing some or setting some time aside for quality time, doing something that fills you with joy. You could even like book yourself a massage, or you could say like you're gonna do an at-home spa day. Or I love it like when I'm having like my spiritual evening, I'll pull out my affirmation cards or my oracle deck and I'll do a reading for myself, light a candle, and then, or even like a bath, run yourself a warm bath, do like your skincare routine, just make it feel like very holy. I was watching this video where the poetry teacher that I have, she said that you need to treat your desires like they are holy, and that's the way you are going to do it. And I think you should treat your self-love journey like it is holy, because whether you are in a relationship or let's say you are single, right? If you are single, you are already setting like this standard for yourself. So whoever comes into your life will already see that these are the things that you are doing for yourself. Okay. And even if you are in a relationship, whether you are single or in a relationship, this self-love practice and using these love languages to cultivate self-love is so key, because you are setting the foundation for yourself. It is not anyone else's responsibility to do these things for you. It's not your partner, not your friend, nor your family member. So stop expecting it from them. When they do this for you, it is a bonus and you are not expecting it. So that's what makes it more special, because if you are expecting them to do it and when they do it for you, you're not going to be that grateful. It's going to be like, finally they did it. But if you're already doing it for yourself, okay, if people see this is how you treat yourself, that's how they're going to treat you. And then once people see that that's what you do for yourself, maybe they'll schedule a massage for you. Maybe they'll book, something for the two of you. And when they do something for you, like no matter which of the love languages, you'll end up appreciating it much more. You'll actually show so much appreciation because you didn't expect it and because you were filling your own cup already. You really didn't need anyone to do it. It's just a bonus. Okay, so, and then if you are not in a relationship, by doing these things for yourself, you will end up attracting a partner that is like this as well, because you will set the standard. And the types of people that will come into your life and see the standard, the people that will think like, oh, this is too much, is not for you. Okay, because this is your standard. You don't want anything less than that. The people that are going to come into your life and see the way you treat yourself and treat you like that or better, that is ultimately the people that you are supposed to be with. I appreciate it so much, and I'm so excited about bringing in more people in my life that treat themselves good, that looks after themselves. Because if people look after themselves, that's how they're going to look after you, your business, your thing that you give them. When we typically recruit people at the company that I work for, having some sort of balance in your life is important. Okay, we're not saying that we all kumbaya and things are always easy, but we want to know that you have hobbies, that you have incorporated something in your life, that when you are not working, this is the thing that you are doing. In business, it means you have a stress relieving mechanism, whether it is cycling, whether it is a hobby, etc. Those things are important. Taking care of yourself is important, because the way you take care of yourself is how you are going to take care of your work. So for me in business, I need a business partner that takes care of themselves, because that's how you're going to take care of the business. I need friends that take care of themselves as well. I don't want people in my life that are always anxious, always stressed out, always in a panic. No, I have worked really hard to be calm in life, and these love languages are so important to me, and that's why I'm sharing this with you. And that's why we have built Your Next Level, to help people step into this version of themselves and move away from the anxiousness, from being stressed out, to, yes, life is going to get hectic. Things are going to be tough, but we can deal with it in a way where we are still queens, right? So in conclusion, when you start integrating these love languages into your life, you'll feel just a deeper sense of self-worth, and you'll I promise you, you'll get to know yourself better. You'll get to know what you enjoy. And I'm so excited for you to be on this journey. And you'll also notice how much better you show up for others because your cup will be full. So self-love is not a luxury. It is a necessity. And by using these self-love languages to give yourself love, you're embracing the powerful idea that you deserve to be loved and cared for just as much as anyone else. So I want to encourage you to practice self-love in your own way. So today you can pick one love language that resonates with you and begin applying it into your life today. Okay, after all, your next level starts with loving yourself. So thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, loving yourself is not selfish. It is a necessity. It is normal. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know by sending me a DM on Instagram, and you can share it with someone that you think would benefit from this episode. Until next time, I will chat to you in the next episode. Bye.